Happy Geek Week, everyone. So yeah, beginning of May, for the last couple of years, I started this thing called Geek Week. It kind of when I was at college. Geek Week is actually a thing. It's more for video games, for people, but I started it for the beginning of May because a lot of things kind of happen in succession that just happen to revolve a lot of fandoms. And today, the first one is the Battle of Hogwarts. Took place on May 2nd, 1998. So it's the 22nd anniversary of it, I believe, if I do math right. Yeah, so it's just a lot of fun to do this. It's just cool being able to I don't know, celebrate all of the movies and fandoms and everything. If you're a huge nerd like me for movies, and yeah, so today we're gonna be celebrating all the Harry Potter stuff. Later in the week it'll be Star Wars, things like that. But in the last couple years, actually, it fell right in line that the Avengers movies were coming out. The big ones like Infinity War and Endgame were coming out just around this time anyway. So it was like a perfect segue. And there's always something new that comes up. Like little things. Like yesterday was the what was it? The anniversary of SpongeBob, the 21st anniversary of this first SpongeBob episode. I mean, that's not so much fandom, but still, little things like that. It's fun. So today we're talking about Harry Potter, and there's really not much to say. Just the fact that if you're a huge Harry Potter fan, that took place today, 22 years ago, and we lost a lot of people, a lot of characters, a lot of great characters. But I'm going to be actually doing a lot of Harry Potter reviews in the future. I'm going to hold off on them because I want to do them when I can do some editing. I'm actually probably going to be doing the reviews on all of them probably starting around Harry's birthday, July 31st, ending September 1st when they would go to Hogwarts. It's, just a good timeline, I think. But to celebrate today, I just wanted to tell you a little bit about my experience with Harry Potter and just a little bit and some of my favorites of everything. I started watching Harry Potter actually. Well, first of all, it's my favorite series. I just want to put that out there. But I started watching it around when I was 7, I believe, at my aunt's house, and I was hooked. And I apparently saw Chamber of Secrets in the theaters, but I don't remember it. The first one I remember seeing in theaters was Prisoner of Azkaban, and when I saw it on DVD, I just wanted to watch the werewolf scene over and over again. It was so cool. But then, yeah, definitely after that Goblet of Fire on, I remember every single time I went to see them. And they were just like everybody else. They were my childhood. They were. I will never get more excited for a movie than the new Harry Potter coming out because it was like being able to see what your favorite books were, seeing how they put them on screen, and in your childhood and everything. So that was really really cool. I think the two movies, probably the only couple of movies I've ever anticipated and had as close of a good experience with in theaters were Infinity War and Endgame, and then obviously Fantastic Beasts, just because it was the spin-offs. But yeah, so I remember we actually had a huge part. I had been planning it for a while, but we had a huge midnight release, party for Deathly Hallows Part 2 when it came out, and we had everybody over. We had family over, and just played a bunch of games. I made up like Jeopardy. We had Deathly Hallows Part 1 playing. It was so cool. It was really fun. And, then we went to see the midnight showing at the Senator, which is my personal favorite theater. And actually, I have a book here that I can show you guys in a second that kind of shows some pictures from it. But it was so cool that it was just really fun, and so it's been my personal favorite series, and will be for all time. It's one of those things that, like, even if I don't watch it all the time, which I mean I do, but like even if I take breaks and things, it's not like it's like, okay, well, I'm done with Harry Potter. It's always gonna be there, in my interests, in my favorites. But yeah, my favorite movie of them all. Uh, I will go back and forth, but you know what? I'm actually going to save it for when I do the reviews because I'm going to do them in order from my least favorite to my favorite. Least favorite being an interesting term just because I love all of them, but I'm going to do my least favorite to my favorite. As for my favorite book, I've actually been rereading them, and I think Prisoner of Azkaban is my favorite book. I always said Half Blood Prince because I liked that whole we're getting into the end here, which was really interesting, and I loved the Horcrux, all of those, and the cave scene and everything. But I think Prisoner of Azkaban overall is my favorite. And let's see, I think my favorite character. My favorite character in the Harry Potter universe, the HPU, I guess now, is Newt Scamander. Obviously, he's just amazing. But if I had to pick from the actual just Harry Potters, I think I would have to go with either probably Hagrid or Dobby, just because they're both just they are them. They are who they are, and actually just genuinely nice people, and heroic people, and they just they have their issues, but we love them both. McGonagall is also pretty badass. So especially in the movies, but like in the books, "Have a Biscuit, Potter," one of the best lines of the entire series. And actually, my favorite shot and movie quote of all movies are in the exact same scene in Prisoner of Azkaban. The shot when Dumbledore is looking down at Harry while they're sleeping in the Great Hall, and he says, "For in dreams we enter a world that's entirely our own. Let them swim through the deepest oceans or glide over the highest cloud." And then we kind of see the shooting star go across in the Great Hall. And it reminds me of when I went to, if any of you know the Rainforest Cafe, it reminded me a little bit of that. You see the stars and everything in the ceiling. And it was my favorite shot, favorite quote, all wrapped in one. So it's great. But yeah, I'm trying to think of any other favorites. Let's see. If I had to pick a class to take, I think I would want to take charms. I think that would be really fun. It's not like it's anything super intense. It's just fun little charms to do. And yeah, and then if I had to pick a favorite way to travel, let's see, there's brooms, there's thestrals, there's apparating, obviously, and the flu. But I think I would have to go with, I would want to say brooms, but apparating is just, even though I feel like it kind of sucks to do it from how it's described in the book, I feel like it would just be super cool to just be able to disappear at wherever you wanted. Especially if it's like how they do it in the movies, where it's like that whole ribbony looking thing. It's pretty cool. But yeah, so that's just a little bit of my Harry Potter experience. I went and saw all the movies and everything, and then I went in 2016. I stood in line for the last book as well, and then I stood in line to get The Cursed Child. That was more so for the fun of just the reminiscing overall than the actual story. I consider The Cursed Child really, really good fan fiction. But anyway, so that's my little journey about Harry Potter. I'm sure you'll be hearing a lot more about it later on when I do my reviews on it and I do some other things. I'll do my ranking and everything. But yeah, so today, watch some Harry Potter, specifically the last one, and celebrate all the characters. And I know it sounds ridiculous. It'd be like, oh, we're mourning these fictional characters and everything. But if you're a Harry Potter person, if you're a fandom person, you're even a movie person, you understand that these characters have a great impact on us. So we're gonna remember those characters. We love them. Hedwig and Moody and all. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. The rest of this week's gonna be really fun. Let me know in the comments what your favorite character are, who your favorite character is, what your favorite movie is, your favorite book. If you can think of any other favorites you have, let me know in the comments. And let me know what you think about all the movies in general. And we'll talk more about them a little bit later. But get ready for Star Wars coming up soon. May the 4th be with you on, I keep forgetting when it is, Monday? I think it is the 4th. Yeah, Monday. So get ready for all that Star Wars stuff. I'll actually probably put pictures in the comments if I can, because I know the book's here right now, but I can't edit it. So I'll get the pictures to you of all the stuff we had at our party, and or if not, I can show it to you at the next video. So enjoy some Harry Potter, guys, and have a good rest of your day. And as always, keep your hopes high, stress low, and Harry Potter right in the middle. See you guys.